Let me see. I'm on Facebook, Joshua Robinson, and on Instagram, JROB_2400.
Good morning, West Side Story. I'm Noelle Lilly, and today I'm here with Joshua Robinson, a San Bernardino native who will be competing this coming fall on Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge on Country Music Television. And he's going to tell us a little bit about his journey and getting to that show and the excitement that he's feeling now. So, Joshua, thank you for being here with us.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
No problem. My first question is, how did you really get interested in sports? Like growing up, did you compete in high school, or how did you get interested in sports and athletics?
I mean, ever since I was a young lad, we came out here. I actually moved out here from West Covina, about 25, 30 minutes away in the early 90s, I think 91 or 92. And my mom, she just told me this story the other day. When we came to the grocery store at Stater Brothers on Kendall, I saw the sign for AYSO. So out of nowhere, I just told my mom, I said, hey, I want to play soccer. She was like, soccer? She was like, I'm like, yeah, I want to play soccer. I play it at school with my friends. I like it. And so she signed me up. So soccer was my first sport. I played soccer for about 8, 9 years. So before I even played football, baseball, soccer was my first sport. So being involved in soccer, I was able to, build up the speed and agility, strength and endurance, which led to other sports. So I played baseball here locally at Post 77 on the north end, and then also I didn't play high school football until I got to Cajon. So in the 9th grade, that was my first action at football. I excelled through it all 4 years and was able to obtain a scholarship. So, and then also I had a lot of cousins and my god brother who played football at an early age, and I used to always envy them. I used to always want to play football, but my mom wouldn't allow me to. I'm an only child. She didn't want her baby to get hurt. So the safe route was the baseball, the soccer. So yeah, I mean, I just fell in love with it. I love sport even to this day. Like I said, I was able to play collegiately, professionally. So I'm happy. I'm an athletic guy. Now I try to stay in shape, stay fit, and things like that. I think it's very important to health and wellness and fitness. So.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit more about college and playing professionally? How did that go, and how did you go during that route?
It went well. Like I said, I obtained a scholarship with Idaho State University. It's a Division I AA out in Pocatello, Idaho. It wasn't my first choice. My first choice was UCLA. I was actually planning to go in there and walking on, but late in the summertime, actually around this time in July of '98, they had available scholarships, so I went ahead and went with the free money.
Right.
It was quite a culture shock, though. I never thought myself being in Pocatello, Idaho. It snowed quite often. I wasn't used to that. I went to Big Bear probably once or twice when I was younger. But the good thing about it, there was a lot of other athletes and teammates from the Inland Empire area. So from Riverside, Bloomington, Moreno Valley, things like that. There was only very few, maybe about 5 or 6, but we created a bond, even though we didn't know each other directly, but we knew a lot of the same people, within the Inland Empire. So being around them and, playing with them, going to war, going to battle on the football field in the trenches, it kind of helped me out to make my stay in Idaho the 4 years a little more pleasant. So after Idaho State, I was blessed and fortunate to be picked up by the Baltimore Ravens as an undrafted free agent. So I played free safety on defense, was picked up by them and played with them for a year before I was released, and then I continued to play arena football. I played 5 years of arena football, various cities, Hawaii, Los Angeles, up north. So I just kept it going, kept the drive. That was my passion, was football at that point. So it came to an end about in 2008 where I pursued, 2006 I would say, went back to Cal State, got my undergraduate degree, then it just started working from then on. So.
Okay. And do you have any specialties as far as skills and different things that you think will help you succeed on the show?
I think just from being a former athlete, and as well as I'm a youth athletic trainer, so I know what it takes, the mental toughness, the determination, the dedication, speed and agility. All that I think kind of worked in my favor for this show because, even though I wasn't playing football, I still would go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I still would get my cardio in and just stay in shape. So being elusive and being quick it's always been in me, so it's never really left. So preparing for this show, it wasn't too much I needed to do. Just keep doing the same thing and maybe try to take my body outside its box just a little bit. But for the most part, I was pretty much prepared and ready to go.
Right, and I heard you mention a youth athletic trainer. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and what do you do with that in your everyday life?
Yeah, so out here in Rancho, Rialto, Fontana, Inland Empire area, I work with kids ages 8 to 18, develop youth programs, help maximize their speed and agility. So, I take them through workouts, help build their strength and endurance. So any sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer. And then also I just recently had the opportunity to train high schools out in the San Fernando Valley with a prominent sports performance facility called Athletic Games, working with a world-renowned trainer who trains NBA and NFL athletes. So I kind of have the best of both worlds. I have my one-on-one individual training here in the Inland Empire and also in the San Fernando Valley where I go to the schools out there and do team training there. So it's quite the experience. I enjoy just giving back and working with the kids, working with the youth. Me growing up playing different sports, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, being a student athlete, that's what's most important. So it's not just about athletics all the time. A lot of the kids growing up playing basketball, they want to be LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kobe, but then they don't want to pay attention to their studies, you know what I mean? They kind of put that on the back burner. So when I'm training these youth athletes, I kind of am a mentor as well. So not only an athletic trainer, a mentor, a big brother, an uncle, or whatever it may be, because I've been there. I know I've done what it takes to become a student athlete and to be successful. So my whole thing is just giving back, to the youth coming up so they can be successful as well.
Wow, okay. And as far as competing on Broken Skull Challenge, how did you hear about that? Were you recruited? Were there like sign-ups? How did you get the chance?
No, actually, via Facebook. I mean, it was posted on Facebook, and actually the gentleman who posted on Facebook, I worked with. I did an internship with Fox Sports, so it was actually like a friend of mine. I hadn't been in communication with him except via Facebook. So when he posted it, I responded to it. I got a call, went in for the interview. It was about a 45-hour interview, and after that, I didn't hear from him for about 2-3 months. I thought, okay, well, maybe I didn't get chosen. And then out the blue, I got to receive a call, and they said that I've been one of the semifinalists. So, that was just exciting all in itself. I was just, figured, hey, why not try it out? I never thought that it would really, come to fruition and I would be chosen. So, I mean, it happened. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm just glad I got the opportunity.
Right, and I know not too many of our viewers are familiar with the show. Can you tell us a little bit about how the premise works? Are there different challenges that you do every episode, or what can we expect?
Okay, yeah, so it's basically a competition-based series that was developed by Stone Cold Steve Austin, the icon, wrestling icon everybody, or most people should know about. And basically it's 8 elite athletes competing on a head-to-head basis. So after each competition, it's the best man, best woman who's left standing. They have an opportunity to participate in the Skullbuster. So the Skullbuster is an obstacle course created by Stone Cold Steve Austin. So after you've won your individual competitions, the Skullbuster is a challenge just by yourself. You're competing for time, only in the Skullbuster. If you win, then you get $10,000. So yeah, it's a lot of competition based. It was out in the desert in Agua Dulce, close to Valencia, out that way by Magic Mountain. It wasn't as hot as it was in March, so the heat wasn't a factor. It actually got pretty chilly towards the evening, but yeah, it was a lot of competition based. So.
Okay. Are there any challenges or anything in particular you can let us know that were sort of extremely difficult? Anything you had to do that was sort of outside of your comfort zone?
There was one competition in particular. It was draining, shall I say. I mean, I would say my enemy, my competition and I, we were battling for a good 10-15 minutes. I'm not sure how much of that they'll actually show on the show, but you battle hard and you lose breath, your endurance and everything. But I think I had the advantage in that. But Sunday at 8, you guys can see how it plays out. This Sunday at 8. So,
right. And as far as the prize money and everything goes, what were your plans when going into it? If you won, what did you want to do with the prize money, and what did you have in mind for that?
I think the thing I want to do the most is with that $10,000 is just to purchase new equipment for my youth training business. I have very select few pieces of equipment, but just enough to do well with my kids. But I mean, the more equipment and the more efficient I can be with my young kids. So that was the thing. If I was to win that $10,000, I definitely want to give back into my business and purchase new equipment.
Okay. And is there any advice that you have to up-and-coming athletes or different students and youth who want to go into sports? Is there any advice you have for them to follow their dreams and be successful as you've been?
Yeah, just to stay focused, perfect your craft. You know, nowadays, as the social media is taking over everything and the video games, I would say when I was growing up young, I was outside not 24/7, but it felt like it from, 7, 8 in the morning till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night at the park playing with my friends. So, that's how we were able to get better. I always played with older kids, so I was always the young kid on the block. So I would say just perfect your craft, practice, keep practicing. If you're a basketball player, practice on your jump shot, practice on your dribbling. If you're a football player, work on your feet work, your speed and agility. And listen to your parents, man. Listen to your parents growing up. They'll give you the best advice for the most part. If not, if you have, other brothers and cousins that are into sports and that can give advice, I highly recommend the youth to listen to them as well. But for the most part, just stay active, eat healthy. That's a big deal now with McDonald's and the whole junk food craze and obesity. Make sure you put good things into your body, your fruits, your vegetables, and just work hard. I mean, the sky's the limit. Just be determined. Anything you want, go after it. There's nothing that should be setting you back. If you want to go to college, if you want to take the next level, go to the NFL, the NBA, the MLS, MLB, you got to work on it. It's not going to come to you. So, I mean, that's the advice I can give them. So.
Okay, well, Joshua, we definitely here at the Westside Story wish you the best of luck, and thank you for being here with us today. That's all the time we have left now, and don't forget to check out Joshua this Sunday at 8 p.m. on Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge, and we can see what else happens from there. Thank you for watching.